If you've ever heard your mom shout, "Come here," from another room, and had to stand there wondering, wait, am I in trouble? Or she just want me to pass the remote? Then yeah, you're probably Jamaican. Jamaicans have a special way of doing things that the rest of the world just wouldn't understand. And honestly, we like it that way. From the way we talk, eat, and raise kids, to the things we believe, the proverbs we live by, and how we survive a cold breeze like it's a snowstorm. It's a full experience. In this video, we're diving into real Jamaican culture, the things that make you laugh, nod, and say, "Yes, man, that a true." Whether you grew up in Jamaica or around Jamaicans, these are the things only we truly understand. Let's get into it. Jamaicans don't need long speeches to make a point. We just drop a proverb and call it a day. One of the classics, "If you cyaan here, you gwine feel." Translation? If you don't listen to warning, you're going to feel the consequences, usually in the form of a belt, a slap, or life teaching you the hard way. Your granny might not say much, but once she hit you with that line, you knew it was game over. Then there's the hopeful one. Every mickle mecca muckle. That means every little bit adds up. Whether it's money, effort, or food in the pot, Jamaicans believe in building things up little by little. These sayings aren't just jokes or colorful phrases. They're full of real-life wisdom. Want another one? "What sweet nanny go to go run in belly." That's the Jamaican way of saying, the thing you enjoy now might hurt you later. It's warning and comedy all in one. Jamaicans have proverbs for every situation. You late for something? Time longer than rope. Someone being fake? Monkey know which tree fi climb. The beauty of these proverbs is that they're passed down from generation to generation. No textbook, just everyday life. And once you hear one enough times, it becomes part of how you think, speak, and see the world. Jamaican parents don't play when it comes to discipline. You ever hear, "Look before the lick"? That means, make sure you know where that belt coming from, because it's coming fast. And of course, the famous line, "Don't cry before the lick reach you." That's when you already start bawling and the belt hasn't even moved yet. The suspense alone was punishment. There was always that silent standoff. You staring at your parent, they holding the belt or switch in one hand like a sword of justice. And in that moment, you start praying. "Please, Lord, if you get me out of this one, me promise me nah do it again." But truth is, Jamaican discipline wasn't just about punishment. It came with lessons. You'd get a lick, but then a whole lecture afterward. Sometimes it was immediate love. "Me only beat ya, 'cause me love ya. Ya chan grow up fool." It was tough love, Caribbean style. And somehow, even if we never agreed with it at the time, years later we find ourselves repeating the same lines. That's Jamaican parenting for you. A blend of fear, funny moments, and firm love. If you know anything about Jamaicans, it's this. Food is a serious thing, and nothing tops a Sunday dinner. Rice and peas, curry goat, baked chicken, fried chicken, or even oxtail if you're lucky. Served with coleslaw, fried plantain, and a big glass of sorrel or carrot juice. And don't even think about touching the pot before Granny bless the food. There's also a strict rule in the Jamaican home. Eat your food. Wasting food? Never that. Even if you full, you better nyam it same way. Then there are the classics. Bun and cheese around Easter. Jamaican patty and cocoa bread on the go. And let's not forget Saturday soup. Red peas, chicken foot, cow skin, or goat head. Whatever's in the fridge is fair game. And how do Jamaicans measure when cooking? We don't. It's just dash lickle salt, sprinkle some seasoning, and ya will know when it's ready. That's generations of flavor. No recipe needed. Cooking isn't just about food, it's about vibes, family, and culture. And if you ever had Jamaican food cooked with love, you'll remember that taste forever. School days in Jamaica. A mix of discipline, laughter, and pure memories. First thing in the morning, you already know. Lining up for assembly, boys on one side, girls on the other. Shirts tucked in, shoes polished, and no foolishness. The principal come up, start with prayer, then the whole school singing, "Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica, land we love." Every Jamaican child has that anthem burned into memory. Then it's class time, and you better behave. Step out of line and the teacher hit you with, "Tekwe yourself." Translation, remove yourself from my sight before me really deal with ya. Forget your homework? Oh no. Prepare to be chased through the schoolyard with a ruler, or worse, called out in front of everybody. So wait, you're bright enough to talk in a class, but you're chan bright enough I do your homework? And let's talk about uniforms. Every stitch had to be on point. Girls' skirts couldn't be too short. Boys' pants had to fit proper. No baggy business. You think you could show up with wild hair or fancy shoes? Think again. School in Jamaica was structure, respect, and rules, with a whole heap of jokes in between. And even if it was strict, looking back now, those days shaped us. And every Jamaican has at least one story that ends with, "Me never forget that teacher," you know. Jamaican patois isn't just how we talk, it's how we feel, vibe, and connect. You ever hear someone ask, "What you say?" Depending on the tone, that could mean, "What's up?" Repeat yourself. Or, "You really just said that?" Another one you hear every day, "Mida ya." It literally means, "I'm here." But deeper than that, it's a way of saying, I'm surviving. I'm present. I'm holding it together. Then there's big up, a quick way to show respect. It's like saying props, salute, or much love, or gwine, which could mean go on, do your thing, or even what's going on. And don't forget, mash up. Something mash up, that means it's broken, ruined, or even that a party was so good it mash up the place. Jamaican slang is rich, expressive, and full of personality. It's not broken English. It's a full language built from history, struggle, and creativity. That's why no matter where a Jamaican goes in the world, the moment you hear someone say, "Mida ya, you know," you just found family. Sunday was not just Sunday, it was church day. And when we say church, we mean morning to afternoon, and then back again in the evening. You wake up early, get dressed in your finest, clothes so crisp you'd think you were going to a wedding. The ladies had their big hats, gloves, and fans, the men in full suits, even in 90-degree weather. And once service started, tambourines rattling, hands clapping, people catching the spirit, you'd see Sister Mary dancing in the aisle like she won the lottery. Preaching was fiery, the singing was powerful, and yes, you were expected to stay awake the whole time. Or risk a sharp elbow from your mother. But church wasn't just about worship, it was community. After service, you'd hang around outside, eat rice and peas, fried chicken, curry goat, maybe sip on some sorrel or lemonade. And the adults would talk for hours while you and the other kids played or got told to sit down and behave. Growing up in Jamaican church, life taught you manners, gave you rhythm, and filled you with enough memories to last a lifetime. You didn't just go to church, you lived there on Sundays. Growing up Jamaican, there were just some things you never question. You just do as your granny say. Like this one, don't sweep the house at night. Why? Because you're sweeping out your blessings. Even if the place messy, broom better stay in a corner until morning. Or this, a lizard in the house? That's bad luck. And if it drop on you, you might need prayer, oil, and a full spiritual cleanse. Speaking of oil, everything get rum. Baby have gas? Rub some white rum. Cut your foot? Rub some rum. Feel like something not right? Dash rum in a D4 corner of die house. And then, the duppy stories. Ghosts, spirits, jumbies. Every Jamaican family has at least one story that start with, "Me nah lie, my did see it with my own eye." Somebody always had a cousin who felt a cold breeze, heard chains dragging, or saw a shadow by the mango tree after midnight. Whether you believed it or not, once the sun went down and Granny started telling stories, nobody was going outside. Jamaican superstitions were scary, funny, and full of drama. But they also taught respect for the unseen and gave childhood a whole extra level of mystery. Even now, some of us still don't sweep at night. Just in case. You ever notice how Jamaicans react to cold weather? It's like we forget what actual cold feels like. As soon as the temperature drops to 20 degrees Celsius, suddenly we're in full winter gear. Coats, scarves, gloves, We look like we're heading to Antarctica. And if you ever talk to a Jamaican abroad, when it's 75 degrees Fahrenheit, around 24 degrees Celsius, and they're talking about how cold it is, it's like they forgot the meaning of sun. But don't even get started on a breeze. If there's the slightest wind, you're guaranteed to find a blanket draped over our shoulders, even though it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Jamaicans just can't handle the cold, but we can deal with the sun all day. If you're ever caught up in that chill, just remember, we're surviving the cold one blanket at a time. Reggae and dancehall are more than just music in Jamaica. They're a lifestyle. Let's be real. Every Jamaican home has some form of Bob Marley playing. From One Love to No Woman, No Cry, his voice is in our bones, in every family gathering, every car ride, and on every corner. But then there's the dance hall. Whether it's Vibes Cartel or Movado, you'll find that fierce loyalty. Who's better? That's a debate that will keep going for generations. And when it comes to sound clashes, forget it. No one can resist the epic battle between sound systems, where the bass vibrates through the whole neighborhood and the speakers go up to 100. Jamaican street parties are an essential part of our culture, where everyone comes together to dance, laugh, and vibe. Music is always on, from taxi rides to the shops. It's the soundtrack to our lives. Whether it's reggae, dancehall, or just the random skanking in the street, we live for the rhythm. And don't even try to play any other genre at a Jamaican gathering. You'll hear someone shout, "Me no wan hear dat, put on some reggae." Despite all the jokes, struggles, and quirks, there's one thing that stands out. Jamaicans are proud of our culture. We might have a laugh about our superstitions, our funny ways of talking, and the way we handle the cold. But deep down, we carry a pride like no other. Jamaica is known worldwide for our strength, our creativity, and the undeniable vibes we bring to everything we do. From the music to the food to the energy, we've left our mark on the world, as we always say, "Why little but we talawa?" Translation, we're small, but we're mighty. And that's what makes being Jamaican something truly special. No matter where we are in the world, we carry that pride in every step we take.